to adjust your tip to make it right.
How much is the tip?
You gave an $8 tip.
What the hell are you looking for? I gave an $8.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the food back. I'm gonna bring the food back. Okay.
Okay.
Get wipe me off my shit now!
You're stupid.
First it's in my hair, then it's on my clothes, it's on my boyfriend's shirt. You're gonna sit here like a apologize like a man!
Welcome back to the channel. This is GB Speaks Facts, and today I'm here to speak some facts. And the fact of today is the entitled Karen in my books is the worst Karen out of all of the Karen species out there, only beaten by the infamous racist Karen in my opinion. And in today's video I have condensed the worst of the worst entitled Karens we've seen to date, so let's not waste any time and jump right into it. But before we do so, I will need you to riz that subscribe button up for me. I heard it's got a thing for you, so just give it a little click right there, you know. And if you're feeling a bit frisky, give that like button a little holler as well, you player you. But alright, now that we're done doing all that fun stuff, let's just jump right into the video.
This unfortunate man has accidentally spilled some sauce on Karen, and she's losing her mind yet again. If this is what Karen's like at an ice hockey game, imagine what she's like in the privacy of her own home. Her husband must have escaped first chance he got.
Napkin and wipe me off my shit now!
You're stupid.
First it's in my hair, then it's on my clothes, it's on my boyfriend's shirt. You're gonna sit here like a apologize like a man!
Yeah, it's over, man.
Really? He can't stand up and apologize!
Dude, man. You got some serious issues, man.
Stand up and apologize to the man! I'm sorry, what?
Come on, man.
I couldn't hear you! I
Wow.
have it in my hair, on my coat!
The poor guy is just out here enjoying his food and accidentally spills his food on this wild boar of a Karen, and this banshee decides to just scream at this dude like the entitled Karen she is. Like, who do you think you are, asking this dude to stand up and apologize to you? Do you guys remember this Karen here? Check out the video after this one, but she has very similar energy and it's disgusting. Good on the crowd for coming out and helping this dude. These type of people should be banned from all large group social gatherings, and they should be shipped off to a separate island so they can bitch and whine to each other, because regular people don't have time to deal with these species. So how would you guys handle this situation? Let me know in the comments below.
Working. So once he walked out the house to go to his truck to get something, he ended up seeing the Karen taking pictures of his truck and license plates. And from this point is where the video I'm about to show you guys took place. But check it out for yourself and let me know what you think.
Y'all see this? This man is messing with me while I'm at work. He messing with me while I'm at work. He called the police on me because I'm at work. He called the police on me because I'm at work. I don't care. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Did you not feel me? Did you feel me? Did you feel me?
No.
Yes, you did.
No,
I did.
I did not.
Let me see your.
Why do I have to show
All right,
my
there,
phone?
because you're lying.
No, I didn't.
This
I wrote
man
down your
called.
license
Hey,
plate.
this
I wrote
man
down your
called.
license
Oh, you wrote down my license plate.
Yes, because
without
I'm
my
allowed
consent.
to.
No, you're not.
I'm not allowed. That's fucking. I'm not allowed to.
Anyways, I like people. I look suspicious because I'm black.
No,
let's call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. He said I parked in front of a bunch of houses. I'm at work. I'm at work. I'm at work. I have a whole vest on. I got a tablet in my hand. Who I'm gonna rob with a tablet? Who I'm gonna rob with a tablet? I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you nothing. He's dumb. He's dumb. He's dumb. Call him. I don't give a fuck. Call him. They can be on the way. I'll still be here. I'll still be here. I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't. Who said? Where's the rule at? It's no. It's not sign. It's no sign that says no loitering. It's no sign that says no loitering. It's no sign that says no. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Call them. I'm not doing shit. They're gonna come here and talk. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
You cannot be on my
I'm
property.
gonna tell you what's gonna happen because it's already happened before.
Get off.
They're gonna come. They're gonna ask you questions. They're gonna say,
I've
"Oh,
already
is he a
reported
threat?"
you.
They're gonna say, "Oh, is he a threat?" You're gonna say, "No, he's not a threat."
I'm
He's
saying that you're
he's
being
got, wait.
suspicious.
They're gonna look at you
You're being
dumb. This has happened
suspicious.
too
I
many
don't give a
times.
what
You
you
sound
think.
stupid,
Get
bitch. You sound
property.
stupid.
Off of my
You
property.
a bitch.
I don't give a
Now this one here is giving me a bit of that Airbnb Karen type of vibes, and I had a few people who had a different opinion on that video saying it may not be leading towards racism, and they very well may be right. I did mention before, internalized racism is the worst of its kind because you can act it out without anyone confirming the actions are based on race or not, right? Like what I like to do personally is take the situation at face value and relate it to other possible scenarios and experiences to dictate whether the action in itself is warranted at all, and if not, why do these Karens come with that type of energy? What do I mean by that? Take note, the worker mentions the man says he looks suspicious. Okay, this is subjective, but we now need to take a look at this person and conclude if the average person would think he looks suspicious. This young man has the reflective construction S jacket on, a lanyard showing where he works, and an iPad. I could only assume cargo shorts and maybe some Timbs or some running shoes on, right? This is all speculative, but you know, usually when you see someone, they're usually wearing something like that, like Dickies or something. The work makes them use a certain pair of pants. Anyways, he's parked up near some houses and he came to this location to conduct his work. I myself see these people dressed like this all the time, and they're either like a door-to-door salesman or like a pre-construction worker to like survey the area before they're starting a job, or they work for some sort of electrical company. Now, if you've also seen these type of people, do you ever jump to conclusions like they are suspicious and you feel the need to call the cops? If so, then you're probably a Karen, but aside from that, but I personally assume them to be just as I mentioned it, and I prepare myself to tell them I'm not interested. But this brother has dreads and some tats on his arm, which stereotypically may be lumped together with a thug. I say that in quotations, but other races also have dreads and sometimes even more tattoos. So it's either this Karen is just suspicious to anyone who walks near his property, or there's some other factor that is striking this fear, and I only see one exterior factor left that I did not address, and I think you know which one it is. I say that all to say this Karen, if not racist, is most certainly probably prejudiced and probably has an internal bias towards this man due to a societal stereotypes that have been embedded into culture of North Americans due to Hollywood and skewed news coverings from the 90s up until now, maybe even before. And I know I went way in depth in this one, I'm sorry about that, but this topic I am deeply concerned with, and I'd love to hear your guys' perspective on this in the comments below.
Karen walks into a pizza restaurant and starts insulting the chef because he's hung up on her for being rude. He puts her in her place, telling her he's a human being. Karen, of course, doesn't agree.
Are you the one that hung up on me?
Yes, I am. You're a rude mother. You are yelling at me. Hey, I'm a rude mother. Watch your mouth. What's wrong with you? Ungrateful.
Both of them or just one?
Just one. Self-cover.
Okay, it's okay.
I don't know where you were raised that you talk to people like that. You don't yell at someone like that for no reason. I'm a human.
You hung up on me.
People make mistakes, lady.
Okay, can I say this at first? One of my weaknesses is when someone refers to someone as the F word. Like, something about it is just hilarious to me. I know the F word has its bad rap, but it is one of the most colorful and transformative words we have in the English language. We need this guy to handle every Karen situation going forward, because look how he made this wildebeest Karen STFU with some hard facts. He may be the first person we've ever seen make a Karen feel bad for being a Karen. We do not deserve this man.
Karen is furious because she only got an $8 tip. Is $100 enough for your precious time, Karen?
I believe it.
I need to speak to you. I don't think you realize where they're coming from, so I need to speak to you.
Where what's coming from?
Where the food you ordered is coming from. I don't think you realize the distance that it's come from, because then you would never actually have given what you gave. So I think you can come and see face to face. Because I drove 40 minutes, and it was extremely far, and I got it to you early. So I don't think you realize where you ordered from.
I don't understand. You
Well,
did 4
I think
minutes from where?
from the restaurant that you ordered from. Do you realize how far it is? Do you realize you ordered from Colmac and you're in Smithtown?
That's a 15, 20-minute drive.
It's not. You need to try to drive it. I just drove it. It's 40 minutes. It's 12 and a half miles. So I don't think you realize how far it is.
So
I
when
think
did you accept the pickup if you think it's that far?
they don't let us know how far. So I think you need to adjust your tip to make it right.
How much is the tip?
You gave an $8 tip.
What the heck are you looking for? I gave an $8.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the food back. Okay.
Okay. Is she kidding?
$8? That's a lot.
40 minutes it took her to get it? Okay.
So I won't lie, this Karen has appeared on the channel before, but she is such a humongous source Karen Rex, she needs 2 videos in order to break this down. So I mentioned before how I despise the concept of a tip outside of like a dining setting. It is not the job of the customer to pay your rent or fill the gap in your pay. That is your employer's job. And in North America, there is this weird stigma that a tip is almost mandatory in almost all settings nowadays. Like, I already paid the overpriced cost for the food. They slapped a bunch of service fees and taxes on top, and I paid for delivery. Now I have to give you a tip? Nah, bro, you lost me. I'm not Jeff Bezos, bitch. I'm sorry. Now, if you went a far distance, this is a bit different, and she did in this situation, so I understand that. But this dude gave you $8 or like $9 in a tip. That's like minimum wage in some states in America, ain't it? Like, honestly, he slapped you an hour's worth of wage. She has the audacity to come back and complain to the very person that gave her the tip, and she took the food back. I hope she got Super Saiyan fired from this at this point in time, and I hope she's banned from all other service related jobs. If you guys are in this situation, what would you do? Are you chasing her for that food? Let me know in the comments below. Now, this one was a longer one, but I had to give my insight on these Karens since they are my most hated out of all the Karen species. But thank you for watching, especially if you made it towards the end, my friends. Now I gotta ask you, do you think the second Karen was racist or just a paranoid individual? And are you fighting that Uber Karen for that meal? You probably waited half an hour for it. And how are you handling this screaming banshee Karen at the ball game? Let me know in the comments below. And give these other videos on the screen a look for more crazy Karen madness, and subscribe to the channel to join that Karen hunting squad. But as always, I'm off to hunt more crazy Karens for you guys. So GB's out this bitch. Peace.